Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. My name is Peace. I'm with the Footsteps to Peace. I'm a psychic astrologer and an intuitive life coach. If you are interested in a personal reading, please feel free to check the description box down below. There you'll find the link to my website, thefootstepstopeace.com. Also, like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And hit that notification bell so you can be updated the next time I post a video. All right, you guys. So Mercury is direct today, so be careful today. You're not thinking on all cylinders. I would not be making huge decisions today just because Mercury is direct. Make sure that Mercury has gotten its cosmic coffee and done its cosmic yoga. Give it a few days, to get up some momentum, and then you can start moving forward and information can start revealing itself. It could be a very exhausting day, so go ahead and rest, honor your body. I feel like otherwise you could become way too overly emotional, frustrated, and spinning your wheels. So be really mindful of that because we are now in Cancer season. As of yesterday, we did hit that summer solstice, so we're coming off of that right now as well. And we do have a full moon coming up on Thursday. That full moon is in Capricorn. It's the last of the super moons. So, and also this is the first full moon in Capricorn where it's not an eclipse, okay? So be really mindful of that as well, you guys. It's going to be, but it's closing out those eclipses that we've been having. So keep that in mind as we're moving forward with this energy. It is very powerful. Truths are still being revealed. Not all information is out there just yet, but you should start seeing things start gaining traction and start moving forward, all right? So June 22nd, Spirit, and thank you everybody who gave my sister birthday wishes. It was really kind of you, and I do appreciate it. June 22nd, Spirit, please show me for June 22nd. What messages, what guidance do you have for June 22nd, Spirit? All right, so the first one out, we got prosperity lies ahead. So, also we did just have Jupiter go into retrograde the other day as well. So, we're going to be going back over a few of our business ideas and things like that. Listen, if you've been pushing for money, that's not the way you're supposed to be doing it. You're supposed to be in the flow of abundance coming to you. So keep that in mind. So this morning, I feel like, or today, we have prosperity lies ahead. So somebody could be calling you about your work. You could have new clients today. For others of you, you could be getting paid today or some type of a payout. I am seeing that happen, with the new moon in Taurus. Yeah, the end of a tough cycle approaches. Look at that, you guys. We got the full moon in Capricorn, and that's what we have coming up on Thursday. So I will be sure to read that message for you, okay? And one more card for June 22nd, Spirit. There it is. A new start is coming, and at the bottom of the deck, you and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer, which will be showing up, mind you, right after the full moon in Capricorn. So you and your loved ones are safe. Don't worry about, your family. I feel like your guides and angels are taking good care of them, and I feel like you're also going to be very well taken care of as well with the prosperity lies ahead. The end of a tough cycle approaches. I want to go ahead and read that one because it's really important. It says, how hard are you willing to work for what you want? This card is reminding you that effort is required. Work issues may be about to come to a head when this card comes up. If you are wondering if you should stay in your job or leave, this card could be a strong sign to make an exit. The end of a rough time is forecast. This card also asks you to consider how ambitious you are and whether you're prepared to pull out all the stops to make your professional dreams come true without being ruthless. With a love question, this card can be a call to face reality. Whatever situation you're asking about, making a plan will help. If your personal life is troubled, prioritize it more. Attuning to the moon says release control and trust the universe. That's what I'm talking about here. Release the control of needing to run towards money and abundance. And when you do, all of a sudden you open up the floodgates for it to just, start flooding in for you. And then it says a professional project may be ending now. Admit it if you have been overly hard-headed or hard-nosed. Find a balance between your personal and private lives. It's time to stop fearing the worst. The full moon in Capricorn has a very strong work ethic and energy and will more than likely come up when you're asking a professional question. If your question is about another matter, it will serve as much needed reminder to move through any feelings of hopelessness you may have been feeling about your situation. And this amplifies no matter when you draw the card. Making a plan is a far better use of your time. You know what I noticed too is we do have 2 earth cards here. So this is about, touch, see, feel, taste. This is about tangible earthly, the tangible earthly manifestations. There is a new start coming. So if you are ending a job, there is a new start coming. For some of you, you're looking for a new home. The 4th house has everything to do with a home. For some of you, this has to do with a mother situation, okay? You and your loved ones are safe. I feel like, for some of you, there could be some type of hard-headedness. I feel like, especially when I'm seeing 2 animals here that have horns. So you could be locking horns with family members, and I feel like that is getting ready to come to a head. I feel like there are some type of conversations that are going to be coming in. For some of you, I feel like working on your health, some type of a health issue, okay? We are in Cancer season right now, so I do want to tell ladies and gentlemen, because ladies are not the only ones that get breast cancer. I have known personally a man who's had breast cancer himself, and unfortunately he succumbed to that as well. But with that said, when was the last time you got your mammograms done? Okay? When was the last time you had a checkup? I would suggest in Cancer season, really getting to the heart of the matter and taking care of your health as well. Cancer season rules the breasts, okay? And Cancer also rules the tummy. So, feeding your family and things like that as well. I do see the mother and the father, okay, here. So for some of you, maybe you're dealing with a mom and a dad, or you're ending some type of a cycle with your mother and your father. For some of you, it's like you're just helping out. You're finishing up some old projects that maybe you started in the past for your new beginning after this full moon, because it's like the end of a tough cycle approaches, and then boom, new moon, a new start is coming. Let's go ahead and read that with the new moon. So it says, there is a yes coming your way. This is one of the most auspicious cards in the deck. It's totally positive and suggests something new and exciting is developing. The situation you're asking about is blessed, and you are on target to achieve your goals. The message from the universe is that you're starting all over again in some way, be that on a new or better course, or just feeling more positive about achieving your desired outcome. If you've been feeling stagnant, this card reminds you that life goes in cycles and you're moving into a new cycle now. This is a time to wipe the slate clean. If the situation you asked about has become toxic, either that will clear up now or something totally new and fresh is on its way. I'll see it when I believe it, says the attuning to the moon. So I'm going to say that again. I'll see it when I believe it. It means you actually have to believe in the next thing before you're going to see it. If you say, I want something, you actually have to believe that you deserve it and that you can actually manifest it, okay? You can't just put it out there and be like, well, maybe, kind of, sort of. You actually have to see it, see you actually living it. It's like for people who want to be in a relationship. Okay, well, do you actually believe that you're capable of being in one? It's like for me, I'm manifesting a new place, and, I'm manifesting and I'm like, okay, I see myself in that shower. I see myself cooking at that sink. So it's like I'm manifesting through the vision of seeing myself actually doing it. And in doing so, it's going to help me manifest in accordance instead of me sitting around going, well, I hope, I kind of wish I would, keep that in mind, because you want to actually see yourself doing it, and then the universe can actually mirror reflect it back to you and make your dreams become that reality, okay? So a new start is on its way. You will soon start to feel more hopeful about getting what you want. Your belief that your dreams can manifest is working well. There it is. That's what I was just saying. Forget about the past, okay? The past is just that. It's the past. You did a lot of work in the past. That's absolutely, wonderful. I mean, we just came out of Mercury retrograde. That was a lot of freaking work. We've been working our asses off for the last couple of years. And I'm going to tell you, it's going to be relentless this year. So for those of you who are wanting a break, good luck. You're not going to get one, okay? You might get a couple of breaks in between, so I would cherish those moments. It's like people are like, well, I'll be happy when? How about learning to be happy even in the crazy, okay? Because it's going to make things go by a lot easier for you. So the new moon marks the start of the waxing cycle and the midpoint of the dark moon. It's a dark and veiled time when the moon is invisible, and a time of rebirth. It's a time that witches do their work, making wishes and laying down intentions for the new cycle, an intensely magical time when it's easier to pierce the veil to the other worlds. So I would honestly say having this card in here with the Cancer card, because now we have the sun in Cancer. Cancer rules the moon, okay? Cancer is ruled by the moon. So therefore, I would say, honestly, make your thoughts become a reality. I feel like the sun is shining in that area for a reason. And I feel like it would be really beneficial for you guys to start planting your seeds of intention whenever we pull this card. Don't just wait for something to happen. The overall energy is the new moon in Cancer, and that talks about there's a new start coming in your private life. Something is rising up in connection with the people and places you hold dearest. This can be to do with a member of your family, a flatmate, or moving house. I said that earlier. If you're hoping to move forwards with something special in your private life, this card comes to you as a message that you can do it. If you've been neglecting your family, it's time to reconnect with them. If you've been neglecting yourself, you need to take better care of yourself and nurture yourself more. If your insecurity is holding you back, that's something for you to work on now. Doing so could bring you your heart's desire. Attuning to the moon says make sure you put family first, okay? Additional meanings for this card says let someone get a bit closer to you. A new cycle is starting for your child or children, and it is saying here a new start is coming. So maybe it's even a new start between you and your children, It's time to review your goals. Have they changed? Meditation will help you banish your insecurities. Spending time near water will bring you peace and answers. The teaching says full moon in Cancer can be a super emotional time. The moon is all about emotions, and Cancer is a water sign and also very emotional. Saying that, the moon is very happy in the sign of Cancer. It's one of her 2 home signs along with Taurus. And we do also have Taurus here. So whenever you pull it, this card suggests that whatever happens next will be in your favor. It's especially positive for family members, family matters, okay? So I feel like, prosperity lies ahead. I feel like, more money coming in for your family. I feel like whatever has been going on is about ready to come to an end so that new beginnings can begin. And we can actually get started in this new life that we're all trying to create for ourselves. I just saw the death card at the bottom of the deck too. So definitely some type of a transformation. June 22nd, Spirit, please show me on this day of Mercury direct. So I do feel like could be, if you've been having it rough, not hearing anything when it comes to clients and things like that, have strength. You've had to have courage, okay? For some of you, just being able to move forward. All right, I just saw the 5 of Swords flipped over. So 5 of Swords right underneath the end of a tough cycle approaches. So if anybody has walked away, I feel like, it's time for you to bite your tongue and come back together so that you guys can really plan this new start. Okay, and 10 of Wands, there it is, putting down the burden. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the 10 of Swords. So massive endings. There has been some type of endings and brand new beginnings that are getting ready to happen when it comes to a family dynamic. For some of you, maybe part of your family walked away, especially, because, Gemini, that new moon eclipse that we had, plus the Mercury retrograde in Gemini, and we had Venus in Gemini. I mean, we had all kinds of shit going on in Gemini. And I'll be honest with you, it's been hell. And what does Gemini rule? Cousins, siblings, neighbors, okay? Your children. It rules kids, right? So I feel like there's been some type of a painful ending. Maybe it came through kind of abruptly and left you feeling like, what the fuck do I do now? So I do feel like, it is coming to an end with that 10 of Swords. So if you felt stabbed in the back, just know that everything is going to work out even better. But I feel like we needed to go through this, especially knowing that, we are in Mercury retrograde, which doesn't give anybody a fucking excuse to be an asshole. I'll be honest with you. But we do say things and do things that maybe we didn't mean, and that's when people just walk away. We do have 2 10s here as the bookend. So 2 10s here says endings of cycles and brand new beginnings. So there's some type of clarity that can come in. I definitely feel like, but you're going to have the strength to actually, bite your damn tongue and quit being so fucking stubborn, okay? For some of you, you're dealing with a Leo, a Taurus, a Capricorn, or a Cancer, or you could have those in your chart. I do see, of course, air signs, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius, and I see fire here as well, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, sun, moon, or rising sign as well, okay? So keep that in mind, you guys. The only major arcana that we do have in today's reading is the Strength card. The Strength card is about just that, having strength, having courage. For some of you, it's also, you have been biting your tongue for quite some time, and I feel like, it has been keeping, I feel like it's been causing some type of a conflict, and I feel like it's been causing some type of pain, towards you or the people around you. I feel like, we do have the 10 and the 5 of Swords here, okay? So I feel like, some types of, something has been said or something is going to be said. And I feel like, it needs to be said so that we can overcome these obstacles. I feel like with the Strength card here as well, I feel like, it's like, it takes courage for her to put her hand in that lion's mouth. It takes a lot of trust. Okay, it takes a lot of trust, and that lion also has to trust. So I feel like, almost like that cowardly lion, sometimes your bark is worse than your bite, and it can actually cause a lot of conflict with your family members, friendship groups, co-workers. It could be any one of those things. So keep that in mind, you guys. Is today with having the Strength card as your overall energy, I feel like you're just going to have that holds the most weight out of today's reading. Okay, so keep that in mind. June 22nd, past life relationship. You have known each other before. So I feel like in every single lifetime, you guys continue to do this. Okay, Spirit, please show me their love life for June 22nd. Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. And one more card, Spirit. Attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully, and you deserve love. You are lovable, okay? Again, this card always reminds me of Sagittarius with the bow and arrow, half man, half horse, right? And the archer. So I feel like here, for some of you, you could definitely be meeting this person at work. For others of you, I feel like, somebody here actually has some type of a crush on you. But I feel like, it's really hard for this person to tell you how they truly feel because of hurt and pain in the past. I feel like if you haven't heard from somebody in a while, and maybe that is because of Mercury in retrograde, because whenever we go into Mercury retrograde, it's like the people that you've been talking to continuously, those people kind of die off. And the people you haven't heard from in quite some time, or the projects that you haven't done in quite some time, those things kind of come back. Now, with Mercury getting ready to go direct, I feel like it's time for you to come back through and have these painful conversations that maybe you guys had blowouts in the past, between you and a loved one, you and a partner, you and a significant other, you and a family member, you and a friend, you and a coworker, you and a whatever, you know, situationships is what I like to call them. You know, I feel like for some of you, you know, the universe is bringing back these past life relationships because in each and every single lifetime, you guys have come together to learn something with one another. And I feel like that is really important. This is a past life relationship. And I feel like you guys, there are romantic feelings between you and another person, but I feel like this person is conflicted about it. And maybe there were some type of words. I do feel like for some of you, you are getting ready to put down the burden of a past life relationship because you're finally seeing your own worth. Okay. And I do see where someone here is moving out, even though they have a lot of love. I feel like, you know, they're ending this situation. They're done. They would rather be alone. Okay. Put down the burden and begin a new life for themselves than continuously fighting and arguing with someone. And they're done with feeling stabbed in the back, okay? I'm telling you guys, things are getting ready to change, especially because we had that new moon solar eclipse in Gemini. And because it was Kazini to the Mercury retrograde at the exact same time, I feel like the conversations that needed to be had weren't had. And so now that Mercury is coming out of retrograde, I genuinely feel like you're going to start feeling the aftermath of that solar eclipse. So if you've been holding on to some type of a relationship that you know needs to be let go of, then this is the time to get that done. So there's going to be hard conversations that need to be had, and I do see people walking away. It's because you guys just cannot get it together in this lifetime. For others of you who are waiting on a relationship, I feel like you just need to put down the burden of, you know, just know that love is coming in for you. We have all these planets now going into retrograde. Yes, we had Mercury come out of retrograde. You know, we are just coming into the summer solstice. It's going to take a minute, you guys. So don't try to rush into things. There's no energy here to do that. I feel like you need to overcome some of these obstacles that have been in the way so that you guys can be in a position to have a relationship. And I'll be honest with you, when you do that, you're a lot sexier in other people's eyes. Spirit, please show me for June 22nd, for this Mercury coming out of retrograde, what messages? Yesterday we got God in our reading, universe, whatever you want to call it. The card says God, I go with universe, but to each his own, okay? So the card that just showed up, we've got number 33, the Sacred Orchard, co-create. My abundance mindset attracts endless blessings. So I'm going to go ahead and read the cards. So for some of you, the number 33 could be important to you. And the number 33... positivity, attitude, and prosperity. Be assured that a steady flow of abundance is available to you now. Astrologer reminds you that your thoughts are seeds that create either fruits or weeds in your sacred orchard. It is important to keep your mindset positive so that you can attract infinite prosperity. Be mindful of your unconscious negative mantras that create a mindset of lack and victimhood. Your self-worth determines your wealth, so live in alignment with your divinity. When you set out to intentionally attract your desires, you will flourish with endless opportunities. Know that you are worthy of plentiful joy. Okay? So keep that in mind, you guys. I definitely feel like, you know, try not to do the whole negative self-talk of, you know, oh, I'll never find that relationship, or oh, I'll never be in a, you know, I'll never find anybody who like you. I'll never love anyone like you. Okay, don't do that. Number one, you're never going to love anybody like you loved the last person. Okay, so keep that in mind, you guys. And the reason, if you can love somebody like you loved the last person, then it really wasn't organic. It really wasn't its own energy. Now, was it? Because you were actually trying to find somebody who was like your ex. So you can't repeat that type of love. And I am feeling like, you know, you're going to be safe. For those of you who are walking away from a relationship, I feel like some of you are moving into a new home. For others of you, maybe this isn't a romantic relationship. Maybe you're just moving homes. I am seeing constant shifts and changes. You're tired of conflict. You're tired of, you know, your roommates or your landlords or your, you know, whatever. And I feel like you're just being shifted. Everybody's being shifted right now. So if you're sitting still and you're trying to stay stagnant, it's not the fucking time. It's time to move forward. I definitely feel like, you need to know that you deserve to be loved correctly, and that there's an abundance of love that can come in for you if you're willing to open yourself up to it. And I realize, that it's been a very conflicted situation, because for those of you who are walking away from a relationship, you love this person. You wouldn't be leaving, you wouldn't have been there if you didn't actually love this person. But I feel like your sanity is much more important, and you've just got to put down the burden of the other person. And it's going to take a lot of courage for you to do that. Okay. For others of you, I feel like, you've been stabbed in the back in other relationships. And I feel like you need to have the courage to have certain conversations so that you can put down this extra burden that you've been putting on yourself, because you're trying to hold back from somebody that you actually have romantic feelings for. And, you're afraid because maybe in a past life, the two of you guys did come together, and all of a sudden the person happened to pass away right after the two of you got together. Well, maybe that's because you keep fucking waiting. You wait, and 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 you keep fucking waiting, and you have feelings for somebody, and then you wait so freaking long. We're not getting any younger, guys. Nobody's getting any younger. So I know that things, they take their time, but when you have romantic feelings for somebody, let them know. Tell this person, regardless of whether or not you feel like you may be rejected and this person may walk away and hurt your, come on, you guys. We can't keep playing that game all the time. Like, you just have to say what you mean and mean what you say, especially with, Gemini going direct in Gemini. It's time to, speak up, say what's on your mind. And in doing so, you bring in these new beginnings. Okay. And it's because you're not trying to make things happen. They're just flowing to you, or you're not trying to resist. See, when I look at this bull right here, you could be very stubborn and you're like, no, I'm not going to do it. They can do it. I see that in Tauruses all the time in my Taurus readings. I'm like, they're the types of people that are like, I'm not going to move. You move. I was here first. It's like, fucking move. You don't even like this person. Like, what are you doing? And they're like, oh, okay then. It's like, it doesn't have to be a knockdown, drag out fight, but I do see someone here is walking away. And, I'll say congratulations. I'm not going to say my condolences or, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm going to say congratulations. Have the courage, have the strength, get your ass up and keep moving. Like, there's somebody out there who is going to love you the way that you deserve to be loved. Like, we all deserve to be loved. And in doing so, I'm telling you, where you're headed is a lot better than where you've been. Let's go ahead and pull a couple of cards for the singles. Singles, please show me, Spirit, what messages do you have for the singles today for June 22nd? Oh, you have 2 cards for singles. Freedom. There is nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. The past is now behind you. Release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is available to you. Follow it with faith. A new start is coming. So for those of you who have had to be strong and stay single, just know that separation is here, and you needed to stay separated during, you don't want to start something new during a fucking Mercury retrograde, because it will fall flat on its face, and it's going to be a hard, fat fall, okay? So know that you're lovable, and things are going to get ready to start moving forward. There is a past life relationship here. For some of you, you already know who this person is. For others of you, it's a secret admirer. This person is really